Okay, today I'm going to show you how to do the Moebius scarf. You will need one long knitting needle, a round knitting needle. My yarn calls for 4 millimeters, so that's what I have. The next thing is you will want to do is a slip knot, and this is how I do mine. It's going to be somewhat strange doing it like this. There you go, there's my slip knot. Now, after having done the slip knot, you slip it down and let this side, so the left hand side, hang down, and you take up the right hand side. Now what you do is you take up your yarn like that and hold on to the slip knot here. You only need a short tail, by the way, and tension the yarn like that. The next step to getting your stitches on is you pick up your right hand side, you go underneath your needle over the yarn and bring it up. That counts as one stitch. Okay, like that. Then you bring the yarn over the needle and then you do the same. Under the needle and so on. Now you see you have already got 4 stitches on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't count the bottom ones. So under and over. That new one. And you will need 80 of these. And so once you have achieved all the stitches you want, you pick up the loose hanging needle, keep this under tension and just push all the stitches around like this until the slip knot comes up the other end, the other side, so to the free needle. So now after you've pushed everything up, you've got your needles like this, and you want to make sure that there's only one cross over in the needles. So here you see these stitches, these 2 cables are still all parallel, 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 and then coming over here you can see my cross is here where it switches over. So that is fine, you only want one of those. So after you finish that, you want to get your stitch marker and place it on the needle like that. And now you're ready to start knitting. I have to move these up a little bit more. Move this round a little bit more so I have a bit more space. There you go. There you go into your first one. See, I've gone out the picture. There you go. Just go into the first one like that. Knit off. Funny stitches, and you'll see they have like a little triangle like this. What you do is you go into the triangle, bring your yarn through like that, and then next one, next one, next one, push the stitches up a bit. I've made mine a tiny bit tight, but that's okay. Hang on. Sometimes this happens as well, they just cross over. That's fine, just sort them out and knit through the triangle again. Here's the next one. Here's the next one. Here's the next one. And just carry on doing so until you reach the marker, which will then be, instead of hanging up on the needle, will be hanging down on the cable. I'll meet you up then. Okay, at first it will feel really strange, but you'll get used to it. You see, now I'm coming up to here, and as I said, it will be hanging on the cable. So I'll just finish off these few more. There you go, and now you just carry on knitting like normal. Once you've reached this, you know you've done half a round. Once it's back on the top of the needle, you have done a full round. The second half is easier because the stitches look exactly like they should do, if you understand what I mean, like normal stitches. You're not now knitting into triangles anymore. I will meet you when I get back to the top. Okay, as you see, I'm now nearly back to the top. I've now nearly finished the first round. This is the last stitch of the first round. And to know when your rounds are finished, you just place the marker onto the other side and you carry on. It gets easier with every round because the stitches aren't as tight then anymore. I hope you can see this. My problem is I'm having to work around the camera, my arms around the camera, so that you can see. I haven't got a better setup at the moment. There we go. There we go. There, so I've started my second round. I need to push up my stitches. I have here an 80 centimeter needle, circular needle, but I think a 60 most probably would do. Would most probably work a little bit better. There you go, also. Now you can see here the shape already forming. We have here on the top, we have knit, and on the bottom we have purl stitches, even though we've only knit all the way around. I will see you back in a couple of rows or two, or three, sorry, a couple of rows or two, doesn't make any sense, does it? See you then. Okay, I've finished now a few rows, and this is what you see. Goes round and round and round, and here's my crossover, you see? Yeah. And then it goes round again. So this is just plain simple knit all the way around. And yeah, so you just carry on until you've got the length you want. And I'll see you then at the end when we're casting off. Okay, bye.